Hi, I'm Jenny from the plot, and this is my allotment. Welcome to my lady garden.
Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. I'm still Jenny from the block. Used to have a little, now I have a lot. No matter where I go, I know where I came from. I'm down to earth.
I'm fighting the failing light this afternoon. I had to work unexpectedly this morning, so it's now like 3 o'clock, and it's going to be a quick one today. Otherwise, it will be nighttime. Anyway, last time I tested the pH of the soil in my raspberry bed, and it turned out it was much more acidic than anywhere else on my plot. The only reason can be the coffee grounds that I kept adding to it. I honestly didn't think it would make that much difference, but obviously it has. I did Google it. They should be fine. They do like acidic soil, but I'm going to keep an eye on it, and I'm not going to add any more coffee grounds until, I think they need it. So these coffee grounds are going to go on the compost heap. Jason from the Allotment of the Dead suggested that as I had acidic soil here, perhaps I could plant some blueberries. Now, I am sorely tempted because they're selling them quite cheaply in Home Bargains at the moment. And I think you have to have more than one, something to do with pollinating or something. So I was wondering about maybe having two. So one, it kind of in the middle, but one either side of this raspberry plant in the middle. Would that work? Let me know. In my last video, I discovered that my onion seedlings had died. I know, it's just these frosty temperatures, they can't handle it. So I asked whether I should let them be and see what happened, or whether I should sow some more. And Ali from my rusty garden, ever practical, ever sensible, said just do both and see what happens. So let them be and sow some more. Good plan, Ali. Thank you very much for that one. So I'm going to sow some more. I had a look at them just now, the ones that I've got, and they still look very dead. They are ex-onions. So I'm going to sow some more, take them home, germinate them, and hopefully we might not get any more frost. I'm ever the optimist. Anyway, let's get on and do that. I tell you what, by April, I will be so expert at filling loo rolls with compost. You won't believe how fast I'll be able to do it. Now, when I did planning for this year, the first time round, I knew it would change. I had a really great comment on that video that said I should be thinking about sowing some things that I can put into the beds after some of the stuff like the onions have been harvested. Now, this struck me as a really brilliant idea because it makes the most of the beds that I've got. I haven't got a huge plot, it's only a half plot. And it means that I double my chances of getting a harvest from some of these beds. And then I found out that it's an actual thing that people do all the time. It's called a second sowing. So I'm going to plan a second sowing today for this year. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw myself a calendar with all the months along the top. And then down the side, I'm going to put all the veg that I wanted to sow for the first sowing on my plan. I don't know if you remember, here it is. So I'm going to put all those veg down the side, and then I'm going to check the seed packets and look at when they can be harvested. And anything that comes out early-ish, early summer, June, July, that kind of time, I reckon I can squeeze something else in afterwards. So let's have a go at that. Okay, I've done it. Is it very neat? No. Is it effective? Yes. I think it's really helped me to see which plants are going to be harvested much later in the late summer, kind of autumn and onwards, and which ones will come out sooner and can have a second sowing. Now what do I do? Okay, I've done a bit of Googling and to help me make a few decisions. Now it looks like the peas will come out quite early, and I've got some mysterious pea beans from my friend Mo, which I think can go in a bit later. So that's going to be my second sowing for the pea bed. Now the broad beans, as you can see, also come out June, July. So I was wondering about maybe sticking some celeriac in there. I don't have any seeds, but I've always fancied trying to grow it. So I might get some seeds, and that'll be my second sowing for that bed. Now the beetroot and the carrots can be harvested sort of August, September, so later in the summer. And I was wondering about sowing some radishes, because I know these are really quick growing, and my husband loves them, so I think it'll make him happy. The garlic I googled, and it basically said it could be harvested sort of June, July time, maybe a bit later. I might do a second sowing of beetroot. Beetroot's one of those really great vegetables where you get a kind of 2 for 1, because you can eat the leaves and obviously you can eat the beetroot. My only other thing was the purple sprouting broccoli that I've got in at the moment. That's going to be out, I reckon, before May. So I should definitely plan to put something in there. I can't just leave it as a random bed. I'm sure I'll find random spaces elsewhere. So I was wondering about having another go at sweet corn. Now, one of the very early videos that I did was me harvesting my terrible sweet corn this year. I got 2 cobs, 2 reasonable edible cobs. So if you've got any hints, tips of how to successfully grow sweet corn, that would be much appreciated. Right, I've got my plan back out. Now all I need to do is label on what I'm going to do for my second sowing. And I've had another thought. My tomatoes should be out by September, October, definitely. So that's where I can stick my garlic this year for next year. Planning ahead. That's it from me for today. Thank you for coming to my lady garden, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.